TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Arizona Diamondbacks earned the 3-game series sweep as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-1. At the moment, the Marlins sit atop the NL East. They have a small half-game advantage. The Diamondbacks are in first place in the NL West, 4 games up. The Washington Nationals got 11 overall hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 8-4. As of today, the Cubs are in second place in the NL Central, 3 games back. The Nationals sit in second place in the National League East Division, only a half game back. Odubel Herrera grabbed 3 runs driven in, helping lead the Phillies to a victory over the Cardinals 5-4. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. Looking at the standings, the Cardinals are in first place in the NL Central. They have a 3-game cushion. The Phillies sit in last place in the National League East, 6.5 games back. The San Diego Padres total 11 hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets, 7-2. Right now, the Padres are in last place in the NL West, 10.5 back. The Mets are in second place in the NL East, only a half game back. Matt Garza won his 4th game thus far as the Brewers took care of the Reds 4-1. At the moment, the Reds are in 4th place in the NL Central, 9 games back. The Brewers are second in the division, 3 games back. Matt Cain pitched his way to his 100th career victory as the Giants toppled the Rockies 2-1. Heading into today, the Giants sit in 4th place in the National League West, 5 games back. The Rockies are 3rd in the division, 4.5 games back. The Orioles brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Yankees 3-2. As of today, the Orioles sit in second place in the American League East Division, 2.5 games out of first. The Yankees are at the bottom of the division, 12.5 games back. Francisco Liriano grabbed the victory with his 10 Ks as the Blue Jays claimed the win over the Rangers 4-3. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Looking at the standings, the Blue Jays are in first place in the AL East. They own a 2.5 game advantage. The Rangers are in 3rd place in the AL West, 6 games out of first. The White Sox only allowed 2 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-0. Right now, the White Sox sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. They're 7 games back. The Red Sox sit in 4th place in the American League East Division, 9.5 games behind first. Carlos Carrasco won the game, finishing a complete game 1-hitter as the Indians took care of Detroit 13-0. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the AL. Heading into today, the Indians sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division, only a half game back. The Tigers are atop the division. They have a small half-game advantage. The Houston Astros totaled 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 4-3. At the moment, the Astros sit in 2nd place in the American League West, 2.5 games out of first. The Mariners are 4th in the division, 8 games out of first. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Welcome everyone to this Memorial Day edition of Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Braves got 11 overall hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 5-2. In other news out of Atlanta, center fielder Ender Inciarte has been placed on the 15-day DL according to team reports. He's dealing with a pulled hamstring. As of today, the Braves are in 4th place in the NL East, 5 games back. The Marlins are atop the division. They have a small half-game advantage. The St. Louis Cardinals sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Nationals in Washington 4-3. Right now, the Nationals sit in 3rd place in the National League East division. They're 3.5 games back. The Cardinals sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, 2.5 games out of 1st. Steven Matz earned the victory while striking out 11 as the Mets turned away the Dodgers 3-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Looking at the standings, the Mets sit in 2nd place in the National League East division, only a half game back. The Dodgers are in 2nd place in the NL West, only a half game back. The Chicago Cubs total 11 hits as they took the win in extra innings over the Phillies 6-5. Heading into today, the Cubs sit in 1st place in the National League Central Division. They own a 2.5 game advantage. The Phillies are in last place in the NL East, 9 games back. Stuart Turner was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, helping lead Cincinnati to a win over the Brewers 12-8. As of today, the Brewers sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. They trail by 8.5 games. The Reds are 4th in the division. They're 13.5 out of 1st place. The Arizona Diamondbacks finished off a 3-game sweep as they bested the visiting Padres 6-2. At the moment, the Diamondbacks sit in 1st place in the National League West division. They have a small half-game advantage. The Padres are at the bottom of the division. They're 17.5 games out of 1st. Jason Mott got his 2nd W of the season, leading the Rockies to a win over the Giants 4-2. Right now, the Rockies are in 4th place in the NL West, 5 games back. The Giants are 3rd in the division. They're 2 games back. The Bo Sox earned the 3-game series sweep as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 6-3. The win was their 6th straight as a team. Looking at the standings, the Blue Jays sit atop the American League East division. They have a small game-and-a-half advantage over 2nd. The Red Sox are 3rd in the division. They're 3.5 games back. The Tampa Bay Rays amassed 14 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Yankees 6-4. Heading into today, the Rays are in 4th place in the AL East, 4.5 games back. The Yankees are at the bottom of the division, 10 games out of 1st. The Cleveland Indians brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-4. It was their 7th straight victory. As of today, the Indians are in 1st place in the AL Central. They have a small game-and-a-half advantage over 2nd. The Orioles are in 2nd place in the AL East, only a game-and-a-half back. The Chicago White Sox totaled 11 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 4-3. At the moment, the Royals are in 3rd place in the AL Central, 11.5 games out of 1st. The White Sox are 4th in the division, 14.5 out of 1st. The Houston Astros put together 10 hits total as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 4-2. Looking at the standings, the Angels are in 1st place in the AL West. They have a small half-game advantage. The Astros are 2nd in the division, only a half game back. The A's got 11 overall hits as they defeated the visiting Tigers 6-5. Right now, the A's are in last place in the AL West. They're 13.5 out of 1st place. The Tigers are in 2nd place in the AL Central, only a game-and-a-half back. The Minnesota Twins combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 1-0. As of today, the Mariners are in 4th place in the AL West. They're 3.5 games back. The Twins are in last place in the AL Central. They're 15.5 games out of 1st. The Texas Rangers completed a 3-game series sweep as they got the win after some free baseball against the Pirates 1-0. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. At the moment, the Rangers are in 2nd place in the AL West, only a half game back. The Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're 19.5 games out of 1st. So that'll do it for today on Inside the Show. Enjoy your Memorial Day holiday, and we'll see you again tomorrow. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the San Francisco Giants pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 1-0. Bartolo Colon twirled 8 solid innings, allowing only 1 earned run, yet still came away with the loss on the mound. In other Braves news, the club has acquired catcher Blake Swihart, catcher Christian Vasquez, and one additional player in a trade with the Boston Red Sox for second baseman Brandon Phillips, and 2 additional players looking. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting off in the National League East, The trade deadline looms large. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-1. The St. Louis Cardinals total 11 hits as they were victorious in extra innings over the Marlins 2-1. The Colorado Rockies hit 3 long balls as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-2. The Washington Nationals combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-2. The Seattle Mariners allowed 5 hits in the game as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 2-1. Drew Hutchison collected win number 2 on the year, helping Pittsburgh get one against the Brewers 3-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks put together 10 hits total as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 8-5. The Cincinnati Reds launched 3 home runs as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 10-1. The Toronto Blue Jays cracked 16 hits on the day as they took down the visiting Orioles 7-6. Luis Severino allowed nothing in his complete game shutout win, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Rays 3-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. The Oakland Athletics sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 9-1. The Detroit Tigers combined for a 4-hitter as they got the home victory against the Astros 8-3. The Minnesota Twins hit 3 long balls as they dismantled the White Sox 9-0. The Boston Red Sox pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 2-1. The Texas Rangers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 6-5. That's the show for today. Tune in to latest news and rumors as the trade deadline approaches.
A good look there at the southern skies in Turner Field in Atlanta. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Cleveland Indians and the Braves. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Down the first baseline. Freeman's got it. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, shortstop.
Francisco Lindor gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. This is pulled into right. Markakis will get there, and he puts it away. Now a chance here in Atlanta to take a look at the Braves starting lineup. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Brantley ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first out.
Left fielder.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in Gregor Blanco, the left fielder. Flipped out the other way toward short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Batting third,
Freddie Freeman gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Kluber sets his sights. Here it is on 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. Gomes scoops it up onto Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Edwin Encarnacion makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Swing and a high chopper. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
batting fifth.
In now, Lonnie Chisenhall, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting sixth,
Jose Ramirez into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And on to first with it. Adonis Garcia strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Kluber gets the sign, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground at third. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
batting fifth,
At the plate, Nick Markakis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is Brantley. He makes the running play. 2 down.
batting
Blake
sixth,
Swihart gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. We'll move. Number 30 will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Back to him, and that's off his leg. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
Gotta hope he's okay on the mound.
Yan Gomes steps in now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. The pitcher, Corey Kluber, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. To second for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. No. Corey Spangenberg will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Hard hit ball to second, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
batting eighth,
Swanson stands in for the first time. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Kipnis has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Julio Teheran will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And Kipnis will put this one away, and that ends the... Michael Brantley is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And he's retired here, 1 away.
Second baseman, number 20.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. Kipnis takes, and this pitch misses for ball 4. It's a free pass. Teheran sets. 0-2 pitch on its way. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Edwin Encarnacion stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full, 3-2. Bounced softly in front of the plate. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
The right fielder, number 8.
Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Jose Ramirez gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And another foul ball. And he got him, minimizing the damage at just a run. Ender Inciarte will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Hits this one hard the other way, and he's retired, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 9.
Gregor Blanco stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls we've had all game, Matt. It's been a pretty feeble effort offensively for his side.
Right side. Kipnis showing off his range. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The first baseman, number
Freddie
5.
Freeman digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Number 30 stands in. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Michael Brantley will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great hit.
Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Just overmatched him there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. And there's a base hit. So just like that, the leadoff man's aboard, representing the potential go-ahead run.
The batter, number 7.
Billy Burns will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. And they'll ask him to bunt off the bench as he puts this one down. And the throw is late at first, so they can't get anybody out.
The pitcher, number 49, Julio Teheran.
Christian Colon will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Hits are even right now at 5 aside.
Christian Colon.
And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now both runners on the move. Oh, and look at this. It's in the dirt, and both runners move up on the double steal. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Now, if you're Atlanta, you have got to come up with a key hit here. Now, that's been missing.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Chisenhall makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. The tag, and they cut down the potential go-ahead run at the plate. Ender Inciarte digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk. Gregor Blanco will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
This is blistered into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second, and no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
The first baseman, number 5.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Freddie Freeman steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ballgame, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Throw to first, and that gets... Billy Burns will stay in the ballgame as a new shortstop.
Now playing
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Sean Rodriguez is into the ballgame as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here. Aaron Barrett is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Edwin Encarnacion will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. On to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th. Lonnie Chisenhall gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. shot back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. And a dive, but he's back in there.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Got him looking with the fastball, as that had some two-seam movement to it. Two gone. Number 30 comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, you know that run in the bottom of the eighth turned out to be the difference maker, as they're able to hold on here and get this win in a squeaker.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great